I'm Eric Naso for Newsshooter.com, and I'm at BVE 2018, and I'm with Michael Jonas. You are the product manager for the Alexa Mini, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, that is a great title, first off. Everybody loves this camera. It's doing super well, right?
It's doing super well. It's an understatement, I think. It's,
From what I understand, this is one of the best-selling ARRI cameras to date?
Yes, it definitely is. Kind of the last 3 years have been really successful. You know, like yesterday was Alexa Mini's 3rd birthday, so we're kind of in the 3rd year in the market, and we're still actually going very well, which is, I think, for a high-end electronic product, it's quite an achievement.
And you being part of in a big way, being the product manager, are you surprised to see how well received the camera is and how people are using it?
No. Well, kind of the adoption of the camera has been beyond our expectations, but that it's going to be a hit, we were pretty sure of that, so yeah.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you that. It's just the way people are configuring it and making it an A camera. Did you think that was going to happen?
Well, initially we were kind of positioning it as a, let's say, an add-on camera, kind of a B camera or a C camera. I think there's some logic for it to be a camera as well in some productions, if you have to switch between cameras fluently, and if actually the Mini does everything you need to do, then there is some logic to it. Not everybody is really kind of loving kind of the small form factor, because some actually like the larger cameras bigger, but there's some economic sense sometimes in kind of being able to swap accessories and being to do the same, just be able to actually have the same camera as A and B camera, mount it on the Steadicam, put the A camera on the Steadicam, use the B camera as A camera, stuff like that. So. Nevertheless, it's just kind of one way to go, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been so successful, and you did launch a new camera with the new sensor in it. I mean, can we talk a little bit about maybe a potential Mini 2 or a new version of this little camera?
I don't think kind of the large format sensor actually will be a replacement for the Mini in any way. Because a large format is a different way of shooting. It's a different market right now. You need you need more light. You need actually focus pullers who can pull focus on these lenses, which is not like, it's tricky, especially on the signatures with 1.8. And it's just kind of, it's a different offering, right? We are looking into actually a Mini. I think that's no surprise to anybody, but like we don't know yet whether it's going to work. That's for one. And the second thing is, there is going to be a major difference if it works, right? There's going to be a major difference between the Mini that actually had the same performance than the large one, like the SXT in some areas was 120 frames and the Mini did 200, right? But like for the LF, I think the big change is going to be that the Mini is going to be significantly slower if we actually get it off the ground at all. Because it is quite a challenge to actually get all the power and cooling and the processing of like the bigger pixel, like the bigger pictures in the camera. That's it is tricky, and we don't know yet. Well, there are definitely thoughts, but it's going to be a camera that doesn't have the same frame rates. It's going to be significantly slower. I don't know, maybe 50 frames or something like that, 60 frames, I don't know. We will see.
But definitely, it's got to be in the back of your mind. You guys have to really want to do something because it's so successful, and it's going to want to match up with that larger sensor as well.
Well, we would want to do it. It's just very tricky for us to do. So, and people were raving about kind of a Mini being released anytime soon. I'm well, kind of, I don't know, really.
Well, you know how we are. Us consumers, we want something the day after it's announced. We want something else.
There's a lot of kind of talk about a Mini LF, and well, and for sure we look into it. But there are a couple of points that pose a significant challenge that I don't know how quickly we will be able to resolve it. And I simply just can't give you any time frame because I don't know myself. It's not like it's around the corner. It's something we have to actually crack some problems before. Once we have them, I think we will.
Looking good. All right. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Looks good.
Have a good day.